on?
Days, and then they make things so difficult.
Yeah.
Like
You are live. All right.
twist to your the twist to your
Third time is a charm,
There it
guys.
is.
Hopefully we're live. Guys, if you are tuned in, please confirm the audio is good because Aaliyah is in Morocco. Hopefully having a great time. She rode a camel yesterday. Aaliyah, you're on? We're almost FaceTime you because we're having technical difficulties. We're blaming this on YouTube. Hopefully things are good as far as audio is concerned and video as well. Obviously, if it crashes again, Sean is working frantically behind the scenes.
Everyone's saying audio is good.
Good.
We got
That's
Elon,
our
we got
biggest.
MJ, we got Ainsberg. Audio sounding crisp. Thank you guys.
What's up, guys? So now you see the ugly side of going live.
That's it.
But this is what we're committed to, and we're going to do our best.
And we do have 2 questions already.
All right, start away. Yes.
We got Jared Kirby says, how do you like to recover butterfly guard from side control when they have your knees facing away? Also, how do you like to get Udagatami from butterfly ashi? Please and thank you.
I don't. It's very simple. I believe that butterfly guard is not the best guard for Udagatame and attacking from. I believe it is a very useful guard, but it's so. If you've been following for a while, you know that some of the sort of my go-to guards are split guard / Udagatame guard. They're basically the same body positioning, except I have an underhook or overhook. De La Riva, although I'm replacing that with more De La Riva variation with shin to shin on my left side and foot on the upper thigh. Perpendicular guard and sort of kind of hybrid guard. Those are the guards, the open guards that I tend to favor. And there's a reason for that because butterfly guard, if you have a high level guy that's got good guard passing and is pretty heavy, butterfly guards for me is too easy to pass. That is not to say that a lot of times I will go to butterfly guard if my Udagatame fails. So let's go through that, and then we're going to actually address your question. So let's look at it. So let's just stand up for me. So the guards that I tend to favor is De La Riva. Actually, variation of De La Riva. Shin to shin on my left side, foot on the hip. Okay? But over these, I favor split guard or Udagatame, which is very similar to split guard, almost the same. Okay? If he just dives in, I'm going into perpendicular guard. That is sort of the guards I tend to favor. I will play butterfly guard sometimes, but I need to have a distance, like a decent distance. I don't like this. This is, look at my body positioning. I need to be kind of leaning forward to be able to use it, but a lot of times when people slide, if Craig just crushes me down, and now he's going to have an easy path to pass my guard. I have a guy, black belt, we used him on some of the big guy, how do you deal with a big guy guard passing? You put him in a butterfly guard, even when my black belts put him in a butterfly guard, I start to chuckle. I tap my training partner and say, watch this. Because literally within 2 seconds, their guard is going to be passed, and they're going to be tapping to a Kesagatame from they're going to be on the bottom, obviously. But so when I play butterfly guard, I tend to be a little bit further, and I'm constantly, this is one of the things that I need to drill. Quick transitions, to off bounds. But anytime, I'm not a fan of butterfly guard. I just don't have a good lift. That said, if I hit a Udagatame and Craig starts to kind of drive in, I will use elements of butterfly guard. I think actually, same thing with split guard. I put him in split guard. He starts to drive in. I can combine butterfly guard sweeps from that. So I use butterfly guard on a limited basis. I look at it almost as a transition guard. I don't play butterfly guard. That is not to say, like, if you really want to know how to do butterfly guard well, watch Adam Wardzinski, won the worlds at black belt this year, first European to do so. And, you know, you could see, like, you know, black belts, they know exactly what he's going to do, and they can't stop him. That is a good butterfly guard. But let's look at, so your question was, Sean, can we have a repeat of the question?
How do you recover butterfly guard from side control when they have your knees facing away?
Yeah, you're not going to recover butterfly guard. This is a problem. I need to make, you know, protect this hand. So if my knees, you're so far away from butterfly guard, it's not even funny. So if I have this inside and my knees are pointing away, you can kind of, this is going to be a lot easier, but I'm not going to go to butterfly guard. If I'm going here, I'm going to split guard. That is way more threatening, way more useful for me than going back to butterfly guard. It's basically, I'm going from bad position to neutral. When you recover guard, a lot of times you have a chance to run, take the momentum and run with it. And if you don't, if you basically put him back in butterfly guard, don't forget your back is on the floor. So when you're recovering guard from bottom side control, your back is on the floor. So your butterfly guard by definition is going to be weak. So if I recover from here, butterfly guard, and I don't sit up, man, I can barely push him out. Now I have something going on. But that's a lot of struggle. So if I'm going to recover guard, put your feet on the hips. I think it's way more effective. But let's address the issue when, Craig, come here, when your knees are, this is a rough place. So what I'm looking to do is basically get rid of this first, okay? All right? Now what I'm looking to do is I want to control this hand, but most importantly, I'm going to try to post and I'm going to try to arch hard. This, from here, depends what happens. I can recover my frames, okay? From here, I'm going to keep, depending on how he reacts, I can recover guard, okay? So a lot of times, it's sort of like, how do I armbar a guy from being mounted? I know it's a little extreme case, but that is what you're asking. You're asking for like the worst position bottom side control you could be. And how do you recover butterfly guard? You have to split it into pieces. So let's look at it again. And again, I would encourage you to put him in split guard versus butterfly guard, but it's up to you. If you feel comfortable with butterfly guard, by all means do it, okay? So this is kind of bad, right? This, your knees are turned away. He's controlling the bottom leg. So I can use my legs to do, even hold on tight. Yeah. Even if he holds on, yeah, grab my pant legs. Yeah. You can do that. You can break this with your legs. Now, if he starts to drive, this should put a lot of pressure on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with it. From here, it creates enough space for me to recover my frames. From here, it depends how he reacts. But if he basically retracts his arm, yeah, I'm going to split guard. You can go to butterfly. But again, sit up and make sure that you can sort of start to do things with it. So that's how I would do it. Anytime you're in a bad position, don't think kind of the end point. Think about the points in between. So the first thing you need to do is kind of off balance him. Sometimes if the guy drives heavily on the underhook here, I can sort of keep going, right? Sometimes they go over. But if they don't, he's hanging his weight back. So when he brings me back, I can always recover frames. So now once I'm recover frames, it's going to be easy for me to put him back in guard, whichever guard you choose. Again, you can choose closed guard, you can choose butterfly guard. This is my guard of choice. So when you need to split it is individual pieces. The arch is basically what stops him from there's other things you can do actually. Let's go back to it. But basically the arch, We're out of time already? All right, let's go a little bit longer because we pissed away. Well, YouTube maybe did it to us. But
A few minutes.
just a few minutes. Good. This side. So first, I need to get rid of this. Okay? Second, I'm going to try to arch. And a lot of times the guy posts with that hand on the far side. No problem. I just feed it. From here, you have a very brutal shoulder lock. But most people, if you can see how Craig's head is moving from here, this is pain. So, but let's assume that this is not available. So if he posts, I attack that arm. So as I'm arching, I can attack this arm. But even if he takes it back, now I recover my frames and then recover guard. So first things when you're in a bad position. Get rid of that leg grip. So now you can move your legs. Arch to off balance him. Sometimes when he posts that arm, in this case his right arm on the floor, you can attack the arm to a inverted triangle. If he backs away, now you can recover frames, and once you recover frames, you should be able to recover basically whatever guard you want, be it butterfly guard, be it split guard in my case, or whatever other guard you prefer.
We have a lot of other good questions too, and maybe we can.
Can we screenshot them? We're gonna take them up on the app, guys. Guys, if you don't have the app, you got a 3-day free with it. So you can basically play around with it. If you like it, subscribe to it. If you don't like it, then send me a message. I'm curious to see what you don't like about it, and then we can try to incorporate those ideas if there's something that we think is feasible. But again, you got 3 days free on the app. Sean, what are you punching in? Are we still live or no? Where's Aaliyah? Aaliyah, come back. Guys, we'll see you on the app side.